friends, I'm Ashley and welcome to Ash's Cozy Corner. Today's video is going to be a fun one. This is a first look at Undusted Letters from the Past. I have been looking forward to this game for a while. It just looks so relaxing and I cannot wait to see how immersive it is. If you haven't heard of Undusted, the official description is Undusted Letters from the Past is a casual game in which you clean and restore dirty items. What is her story as she returns to a long neglected house? Enjoy the satisfying audio visuals featuring sensually designed sounds and graphics. So in Undusted, we'll be going back to our mother's house. I think she did pass away, and we'll be cleaning off stuff that hasn't been touched in a long time, and every single time you clean off an item, it brings back a memory. So you get that story of the game, but then you also get the fun aspect of getting to clean everything off. And apparently they did it to where it's super immersive when you're cleaning the item off, so it has really good ASMR and stuff. So I'm excited to see how that is. Let's get started with Undusted. Okay, we're starting off with some story. When I think of my family home, the first things that come to mind are the glittering lake and the gently sloping hills. After walking through the bustling streets, over the hills and along the lakeside, my house and its bright red roof soon came into view. I would chat with mom and dad as we passed through the front gate together, and the big lemon tree in the yard would always greet us. For someone like me who lacked courage, maybe all I needed was an excuse, no matter how small. The letter from my aunt was enough. Dear Adora, long time no see. How have you been? Are you doing all the things that you've always wanted to do? It's been a while since I've heard from you. Come to think of it, the last time we saw each other was at Lily's funeral. I'm sorry to trouble you after all this time, but I can't find the necklace your mother gave me. I'm fairly certain that I left it at your house after one of my visits. I really thought I had lost it for good, you know. I know it's a bit of a hassle, but could you send it to me? It should be in the attic. That's where Lily and I spent most of our time together when I was over. Thank you. Love, your aunt. It's been a long time since I came back. I should tidy up the place. I suppose now's the right time. For the time being, it's the least I can do. The key. Here it is. It's rusted all over. I'll have to clean it before I can use it. And here we go. We start with the cleaning. One of the things I really liked in the trailer was that at the bottom, it shows a literal line that tells you how much of the item you have cleaned. And that just does something to my brain. Like it scratches my brain. So we can move the item closer, further away, and then move the R stick around to rotate the key. We have to get all of the key. We can't just get a little bit of the key. I wonder, there's an unlock button, like about less than halfway through. I cannot not clean the entire item. There's no way I could do that. We're gonna clean it with a toothbrush. Yes. This actually, wait, stop. This actually feels so good. Like it actually feels like it has the vibration in the controller and everything. Like it's not even just the sounds, it's the controller feels really good as well. And I think I've got all the front, so let's twist it. You guys, wow. Wait, hint's unlocked. Why do I need a hint? What is the hint for? I have to clean it off first, so let's clean all this off first. We're almost there. Maybe on the sides. Do I need to? Oh wait, no. There's a little tiny piece right there. We'll get the sides of it, maybe. There we go. Reaching 99% cleaning progress will enable the wrap-up button. Finish cleaning by either reaching 100% or by pressing the wrap-up button. Oh, you know, we're gonna clean to 100%. We just can't leave this dirty at all anywhere. We're so close. Where's that last 0.5%? It like even attaches to like the grooves and like pulls in. It's just, this is great. This is so satisfying. Watch that last 0.5% be so hard to find. I've gotten everywhere. Where could it be? Do you also see any dirt on this thing? There we go. Yay! Memories beneath the dust. So that was level 1. When was the last time this place was cleaned? There's so much dust that I can barely breathe. I need to go to the attic and find that necklace. Huh? Why is it locked? Now that I think of it, I've hardly ever been in the attic. Mom was always the one in charge of it. Oh well, I need to clean the rest of the house anyway. The attic key should eventually turn up. Where should I even start? The house key. It hasn't been used in a long time, clearly. After being neglected for so long, the house was so heavily laden with dust that I needed a mask to breathe normally. I opened a window and started clearing out some of the dust. When it was cleaning day, I used to be in charge of the floors. Mom took care of the furniture, and Dad handled the windows and any tall places that were out of reach. If I closed my eyes, I could almost hear it all again. The sounds of Mom wiping down the furniture, Dad's humming. While cleaning the living room, I found a dust-covered photo frame on a shelf. Housed inside was our first family photo. Chapter 0 complete. Chapter 0. Okay, Chapter 1. Here is where it begins. Once upon a time. Number 1, I'm guessing, was the key. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, you can clean it again. I'm guessing. That's cool. And then, so there's 7. Whoa, there's a lot of items. Oh, wait, no, that's Chapter 2. Okay. I was like, there's a lot of items in Chapter 1. Every item you clean gives you a new memory. So let's clean the photo. Get to see their first family photo. I love that you just have the gameplay plus the really heavy story. When we went to take our first family photo, Dad had made a peculiar suggestion. While it wasn't unusual for him to say or do something quirky, none of us saw it coming. Why don't we all wear animal costumes? It'll be Adora's first ever family photo, so let's make it a special and unforgettable experience. He pleaded like a giddy child, arms firmly wrapped around a large costume. Mom let out a deep sigh. Here we go again. That is so cute. Imagine the first family photo being in costumes. Oh my gosh, it was massive. He really loved his jokes and pranks, a complete 180 for Mom. I know a lot of people that are married that are complete opposites like that. Listen to the music. So peaceful. It sounds kind of like a village in Final Fantasy. Okay, let's start cleaning. The dust is thick, and honestly, it really does a good job of you don't just get it all off in one swoop, because that's unrealistic. If the dust is actually this... Oh my gosh, there's words. We never ended up wearing costumes like he wanted to. Oh my gosh, why did that make me emotional? Why did that make me emotional? Why am I already emotional? 10 minutes into this game. Maybe this isn't the game for me. I'm so emotional. This is gonna tear me to shreds, I bet. The frame says forever. How about I just go cry? But anyway, like I was mentioning, like it's not just like a one swap and it's done. It's actually like really hard to get the dust off. And like I was saying, if it really is like in real life, if it has been that long since you've been somewhere and it's like really dirty, it does take a while to clean something off and to get like the muck and the grime off. So I love how realistic it is. And these little crevices right here, man, they're a little hard to get in. I think I only have this side left and then it should be done. Watch me have those tiny little specks in random places that I don't see because I'm so close. It's gonna be like, I played through Spyro one time and we were trying to 100% all of the gems that you can find, like the jewels, not the eggs or anything, but just like the gems that you get in every level to use with money bags and stuff. And we were 100%ing those, and you guys, we did not know that you can use sparks to call, like to show you where the next, like the last gems of the level was. Guys, it took us so long because we did not know that you could use that. I mean, don't you think there's a reason why people take more traditional photos? Because they couldn't come up with anything creative? Are you serious? Can't we just take a normal picture? But, Adora, look at this. What a cute cat. Oh, so you're only trying to talk Adora into your plan now? That's still a cute family photo, though. Our very first family photo together. A seemingly ordinary picture with an amusing story behind it. And so ensued a battle between an unstoppable father and an immovable mother. As always, Mom won, leaving Dad with his shoulders hunched in defeat. While Mom was talking to the photographer, I snuck over to Dad and whispered, "Let's wear costumes next time." He only responded with a slight nod. When I looked at the photo afterward, I saw that he had given me bunny ears. Mom noticed shortly afterward and gave Dad a light rap on the head, but the sheer dad-like triumph on his face sent us all into a fit of laughter. Okay, now we're on to this, what looks like a teacup? I think. This one looks like it's pretty dang dirty. When I was young, Mom often told me it was dangerous to go into the kitchen or attic alone. But the more someone told me not to do something, the more I wanted to do it. One day, when Mom and Dad were out, I excitedly went into the kitchen to examine the cupboard that was just barely within reach. My heart was pounding as I opened the cupboard. There were many beautiful porcelain teacups, and I took out the one I thought was prettiest. Oh no. Suddenly, the front door opened with a creak. Someone was back. Crash. It was the sound of porcelain breaking on the floor. The teacup had slipped out of my hands. The sharp sound of shattering porcelain froze me in place. I heard Mom urgently calling my name. Once she came into the kitchen and saw what had happened, her face froze. Oh, okay. We have both a sponge and a toothbrush in this one. Her face was so pale and stern. I had never seen her look like that before. So I wonder if this was like a special teacup, since it was like the most beautiful teacup in the cupboard. Maybe. Let's see. I wonder. So we have two tools. So I wonder if it's preference or we actually have to use both. Maybe the toothbrush to get in the tiny cracks. I'm just gonna guess. We'll see if that's how that works, because it seems like I'm getting most of it off with the sponge, but, or maybe the inside of the, I don't know. Probably the cracks, I would guess, that I have to get with the toothbrush. That would make the most sense. What's this symbol? It must have some kind of meaning. What is that symbol? It looks like a little angel with a helmet? I don't know. Can we get the inside? Okay. Okay, so I've almost got the majority of this with the sponge. Hints unlocked. I wonder what the hints are for. But then we can use the, I'm still getting a pretty good percentage using the sponge. But let's swap and see what the toothbrush does. Gets in the little cracks down here. Okay, yeah, I was right. The toothbrush is for the cracks, and then the sponge is for like all the big stuff. I feel like I missed a lot with the sponge. Dear Jesus. Oh my gosh, the toothbrush is a little harder to control. It's like going everywhere. Okay, we're gonna try to get the rest of this, all the big stuff with the sponge. Or all the, not the big stuff, all the rest of the stuff. Since the sponge can grab so much. But I don't know. We may not be able to get any more with the sponge. I just found a huge dirt spot. I got like 3% in like 1 second from that. Okay, back to the toothbrush we go. I don't know where any other dirt is. I don't see anything. How do I... Let's get up real close and personal right now. There was a tiny little dirt spot there. I honestly... Oh, mate. It's the little tiny dirt spots in the main tippy top cracks up here that I'm missing. Okay, all the outside is clean. Do we see any dirt on the inside? Right there. Man, you guys, I'm so close to having this completely finished. I see no dirt. I see no dirt. It all just looks gold. Man, when this girl says she is gonna clean, she is going to clean. Is that dirt on this little thing right there? Oh my gosh, it was. Y'all, literally, look at how close. You gotta have the eyesight of a hawk to find the last bits of dirt on this cup. You guys, I'm fully convinced there is no more dirt on this cup. I'm fully convinced. Okay, this is as close as I can look. I cannot, like... Guys, there's no dirt on it. I see nothing. Do you guys see any specks at all? This is going to bother me so bad that I cannot find the last bits of dirt on this cup. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna use the sponge and scrub it all and see if I can get lucky for the last 15%. Scrub everywhere, cause I can't find the last piece of dirt with my human eyes. No, I can't. I cannot find it. I have, I'm giving up. I'm wrapping up because it looks good enough for me. I can't. Oh no, the mom is mad. Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break it. Adora, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you, and I even broke one of the teacups. It's okay, Adora. Everything's okay as long as you aren't hurt. A porcelain teacup that is barely intact. One of Mom's most treasured possessions. I cannot believe I got 99.85. After giving me a big hug, she started to carefully gather the shards of porcelain in silence. I still couldn't forget how she had looked at the broken teacup. The next day, I secretly retrieved the shards from the trash and clumsily glued everything back together. Then I returned the fragile teacup to its place in the cupboard, hoping that Mom would feel better after seeing it. When Mom discovered the teacup later, she murmured, "This is a much more fitting appearance." I didn't understand why, but her smile looked bitter. Interesting. Teacup is, I don't know. What's that about? This one's called What Glows in the Dark. Mom loved writing with fountain pens, no matter how long the letter or document. Whenever I asked if it was tiring to write so much by hand, she would always say, "It's difficult, but it's worth it." Mom had a routine before writing. First, she would sit at her desk with perfect posture. Then she'd neatly lay out a fresh sheet of paper. Finally, she'd select one ink bottle from her collection and gracefully dip the nib of her exquisite fountain pen. I loved watching this process, so I used to quietly sit beside her whenever she took up her pen. Watching her fill empty sheets of paper with her handwriting imparted a special feeling I couldn't experience anywhere else. So I'm getting ready to clean the ink well. She had so many ink wells. Sometimes I'd spend half a day just looking at them all. I don't think she used this one very often. We're going to start with the sponge because it gets the most. And I'm scared. I'm going to do this with almost every item. Like, I'm going to get so close to being done and then just not finish it. Because seriously, you guys, that last one, I know, like, when I edit this video, I'm going to cut like a bunch of just like me silently looking for it out, but I looked for it for a pretty good bit of time. This one may be a little easier because it does have like the green color over the blue. So it might be a little easier to see than the dirt that was on the cup. Maybe, potentially. You can even hear the sound of the inkwell, like when I move it, of the ink inside. How cool is that? Oh, wow. Okay, I got 96% of this inkwell just with a sponge. Can I get it all with a sponge? Is that possible? We are climbing and fast. Surely I'll have to use the toothbrush for something, right? Maybe the toothbrush would just get it faster. Maybe I can get it all with the sponge. Or maybe it's going to go to 95% or 99.85% and get caught. Let's try to use the toothbrush for some of the tinier things. Like maybe up here. We're going to do this section by section. So I know for a fact that I won't miss anything. Do the little back, the little label first. Am I supposed to get this stain off? I don't think so. I think that's just part of the inkwell. There's a bunch of dirt here. Oh my gosh. Yes. We are so close. Oh, you can even see the ink in it now. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just the color of the bottle, but that's actually the ink inside. Look at us. We're so close. Oh no. You guys, I have to get this one. This is a joke. This is a joke. We can't do this. This game cannot do this to me. I can't get this close and then not. I don't know where it was. But we got it. And then we have another memory. Only in the darkest of nights can you discover the star hidden within. Lewis. That's a quote from Mom's favorite writer. Why is it written on here? Because it's a limited edition ink. Dad and I were still university students, so it took him a lot of hard work to buy it. I didn't know there was a limited edition ink. Is that real? But it looks new. Is it because you don't want to waste it? Adora, let me show you something. If you write with this ink and then turn off the lights, can you see the words glowing? The darker the room is, the brighter the ink shines. Oh wow, to Adora, Lily and Ash's beloved daughter. You need to eat a variety of foods to grow big and strong. But I hate carrots. If you become brave enough to finish your carrots, I'll give you a fountain pen as a present. Oh my gosh, carrots are so good though. Like when I was a kid, I feel like I didn't hate carrots. I feel like I hated like Brussels sprouts or like raw broccoli. But honestly, any vegetable that you cook good with seasonings and stuff like that, I feel like you could make kids eat them if you cook them well enough. I adored fountain pens, so it was an irresistible offer. Mom looked into my awestruck eyes and said, "Do you know why I love fountain pens? Because you can learn about someone through their handwriting. Even if I wrote something without much thought behind it, I learned more about myself after reading those words." She gently closed the inkwell. For some reason, after that day, I never saw her use a fountain pen again. What? What? What is this? What is this mystery? Why? What is she doing? She loved using fountain pens. This one looks like a turtle. A turtle statue? Dad absolutely loved music. Whenever he could, he'd be humming or playing various instruments. He told me that he used to be in a child's choir and that he joined a band during his university days. Whenever he returned home from work, he'd sing a little song he composed titled "Dad Loves Coming Home." Mom would always warn him about disturbing the neighbors, but she could never mask her smile. Thanks to Dad, music enriched every dimension of our lives. It's a little tiny turtle. I thought it would be bigger. The first line always made me laugh. What was it again? "You can't hold me back. I'm free. No one can ever stop me." Was that it? So maybe it has something to do with this turtle. Again, we're using the big sponge. That'll get the majority of it off. Oh no. Oh, friends. This color. Oh my gosh, listen. Is this an instrument? Oh my gosh, there was plants growing on it. That's how dirty it was. Algified. But it's literally an instrument. So I wonder if he played this as he came home. There's a bunch of stuff in the holes. Ugh, it's cracking off. Oh man, this is so cool. They did so well with this one. Every hole you go over when you clean, it makes noise. Okay, now we're going to go in with the toothbrush, because there's a lot of little crevices on this one that are going to be hard to clean. And I don't want to miss any of the spots. I also love anything pixelated. Like, I just love pixels. I love pixel art. Anything pixelated is like right up my alley. I think it's beautiful. This one was easier than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit harder because of the turtle color, but it actually wasn't hard at all. I feel like I found all the dirt pretty quickly, other than this last 5%. That is such a cute little instrument. Adora, I'm done. After my hit single, Dad Loves Coming Home, my newest release is Dad Loves the Weekend. Don't we all? Dad, you sure you're not a kid too? You got me. Since my secret's out, how about a song? Where did I put my ocarina? Dad, if you love music so much, why'd you become an accountant? Music and accounting are completely different. That's a good question, Adora. You see, I love music, but it doesn't mean that I can't live without it. On the other hand, I get itchy if I don't work with numbers for even a single day. To achieve happiness, it's not about doing what you want. It's about doing what you can't live without. When you find something like that, you'll understand exactly how I feel. Dad then started to joyfully play his ocarina. His face was that of a man who had everything he needed to be happy. I suddenly grew curious and asked, "Then what can't you live without?" He replied, "Lily and Adora. That's why I'm the happiest man in the world." He then declared that his next song would be named Dad is Super Duper Happy. Despite my laughter, I couldn't wait to hear the next release in his Dad series. I often found myself humming his songs and his words stayed with me. Would I also find something that I couldn't live without? This is such a cute little story. A discreet apology. This one looks like a little cat piggy bank. One day on our way home, we came across a cute kitten crying by its lonesome. I couldn't bear to leave it there by itself, so I begged my parents to let me bring it back with us. Without hesitation, Dad started brainstorming ways to lure the kitten. Should we get some food as bait? How about foxtail grass? Maybe a cardboard box? Dad and I excitedly exchanged ideas, but after a few minutes, we realized that Mom hadn't said a single word. Oh no. The mom definitely is not the funner one. Dad really had the heart of a child. Instead of stopping me, he joined right in. We get a new tool. What is this? What is this? A steamer? What are we using here? Oh my gosh. This is different. A vacuum? A steamer. What is wrong with me? This is totally a vacuum. It's sucking the dirt off. That's what this is. Because this is a plushie. Oh, I thought it was a piggy bank. That makes more sense. That makes way more sense. So I'm just gonna guess she didn't get the cat. That her mom got her a plushie instead. That's sad. I have 5 cats. I couldn't imagine anyone with a household without a cat. They're just the best, you know? Oh, that's dirt. I thought that was a stripe on the actual plushie. Wow. Okay, that is dirt. Those ones are stripes, but this one has like multiple layers of dirt. So you go over it, and then like the darker one, let me show you. You go over it, the darker one, you get the dark, and then you have to go back over and get like the lighter dirt. Oh my gosh, how many layers are there? This is a dirty plushie. Honestly, if a plushie was this dirty, I think I might just throw it away. I don't know if I could clean it off. It would gross me out probably. The little squishy looks pretty clean on the top. Now we gotta go to the bottom. The vacuum is really fun to use because it actually does feel like it like suction cups to the plushie and suction cups to where you are. So it's actually really, really fun to use. Is this my favorite tool? This may be my favorite tool so far. Wait, is this a steamer? Hang on, guys, what? I thought it was a vacuum. It's like, it's suctioning to the thing, yes, but also like, it is also letting steam out. So maybe I'm not as crazy. I don't know what it is. We're just gonna, I don't know what it is exactly, but maybe it's some tool I've never heard of that's like a steamer vacuum mix. Guys, we are at 99.95 again. I can't. Okay, no, we got it. It was on the tail. Woo! Okay. We got it. We got it. Oh no. I don't think we're ready to own a cat. We don't know how to properly care for one, and we don't have any cat food or supplies. How can we care for it if we can't fulfill its needs? But, Lily, aren't you being a bit too serious? Of course, having a pet is a huge responsibility. But Adora can learn how to be responsible by taking care of it, and we can buy whatever supplies we need. What if its mother is still around? We might be taking a child from its parent. She could have been abandoned. That isn't something we know for sure. No means no, Adora. A striped cat plushie. It is soft and makes cute sounds when you squeeze it. It does. I can confirm because it was making those sounds the whole time I was doing it. I was so upset that after we returned home, I slammed my door shut and refused to leave my room. That evening, Dad came over and gave me a stuffed animal. It was soft, fluffy, and looked like the kitten from before. Mom bought this for you, but she didn't know how to give it to you. The softness of the plushie mollified the sadness in my heart. A few days later, I saw the same kitten at the same spot. This time, though, it was with another cat with a matching coat, its mother. Mom was right. If I had taken the kitten home, I couldn't help but feel ashamed. I still think the mom should have let her have the cat. That's just my opinion. Okay, this one is a... Oh my gosh, what are those things called? Snow globes? My hometown was always too warm for snow. If any snow did happen to fall, it would melt as soon as it touched the ground. Things like snowball fights and snowmen only existed in TV shows and fiction. Some of my childhood wishes included leaving footprints in fresh, white snow, making snow angels, and building a huge snowman. When we finally had time for a family trip, I begged to go somewhere with an abundance of snow. And that's where she got the little snow globe. And that's how we ended up having a snowy vacation. Thanks to that, I got to check off a lot of things on my bucket list. We have 3 tools for this one. Too pretty to clean. Clean off a flower. Oh gosh, am I supposed to? The flowers are pretty though. Should I leave them? Am I supposed to? Okay, that's getting that off. And then I guess I'll have to use the towel to get the rest of it off because it's not really scraping anything more to make it clear. Let's see if we can... Oh my gosh. No, wait. Whoa. It is coming off, but it's caked on there. Let's see if the towel works any better. Maybe it'll help. Yeah, okay. The towel works so much better, and it feels so cool to clean it like this. Wow. You guys. This is so satisfying. Like, I know you can't feel what I'm feeling with the controller right now. This is so insanely satisfying to clean the glass with this towel. Can I clean down here too? No, okay, it's really just the glass. So let me put that back down. There's leaf imprints on the bottom. I bet I can get that with the sponge real fast. And then the other little tiny details we can just get with, let's bring it a little bit closer. get with the toothbrush. I feel like this one might have been the easiest one to clean so far. Yeah, because we're at 99.5 right now, and I still see a lot of dirt, so. But yet I keep saying that. And then I keep getting to 99.95. I keep jinxing myself. Look how pretty! I think snow globes are so cute, but I have none. Because I'm like, where do you put them without breaking them, you know? Like in storage for wintertime. Dad, the snow crunches when you step on it. And when you lie down, it's so soft and fluffy. Really? Then I want to lie down too. Huh, you're right, Adora. It's really soft. I saw on TV... I accidentally skipped that. I have no idea what it said. Well... Oopsie, then how about we make some big snow angels to watch over our family? Marshmallows are ready. You two better eat first or you won't have enough energy to play. A snow globe we purchased on a family trip. It evokes many happy memories. All of the tools we've used so far, I really like them. We made giant snow angels, built snowmen, and had an all-out snowball fight with no regard for how snow-crusted our clothes became. After it grew dark, we gathered around the fireplace and drank sweet cocoa. As the comforting warmth of the fire lulled me to sleep, I could hear Dad humming and Mom turning the pages of her book. On our way home, we bought a snow globe to commemorate all the wonderful memories from our vacation. However, since some time ago, I had deliberately hid the snow globe out of sight. Those warm memories became a source of agony, and they reminded me of days I could never return to. Chapter 1 complete. That just ended on a really emotional note. Chapter 2 is called What I Dreamed Of. And we're going to stop right here because I don't want to spoil the story too much. And it looks like there's only 4 chapters. So we did all of chapter 1. And you guys saw all of their story from chapter 1. There are some mysteries that I feel like I need to know. But I don't want to ruin it. So I'm definitely going to be playing more of this after I end this video, but I don't want to spoil it too much for you guys. So that is all we're going to play. My thoughts on this game, honestly, it's just a very cute, peaceful game that kind of draws you in because like you want to know more about the story. I'm glad they added like all of these story elements to it because like cleaning the items is really fun, but the story is really keeping me in. The cleaning is just like an extra, even though in my brain, I was like, oh, the cleaning is going to be like the main thing that I'm interested in. But no, it's actually the opposite. I'm interested in the story. I'm interested in both, of course, but like I'm super enveloped in the story right now. The cleaning is just like a bonus that you get to actually really immerse yourself in the story and be like, oh, this is the item. The cleaning is really fun though, like getting to use the different tools, whatever that item was, the steamer, the vacuum, whatever that was, it was just so cool because it like actually sucked up the item. And then also like the other tools, like when you all play this game, you will know what I mean when I say like when you're using the tools, it really feels like you're using the tools. Like with the towel, it felt like I was like cleaning around the globe myself. With the toothbrush, like it makes the sounds, it makes the vibrations. You guys, you just have to play it to understand it, but like it feels so satisfying. And I mean, like, why clean in real life when you can just clean stuff in a game and then have this really, really interesting story that I must know? Like, what happened in this family? What am I gonna learn about them? Why did she not like that snow globe after this trip? What happened? Did the parents get divorced? Did something happen to the dad? Because I know at the beginning of the story, it talks about how the mom passed away, but it was just the mom. So where's the dad in the story? Did he pass away early? Did they get a divorce? I don't know. I'm sucked in, you guys. I'm sucked in. So yeah, overall, I really, really like this and I'm going to have to finish this game. So let me know what you guys think. If you think you're going to get this game, it does release on October 13th for Steam and October 16th for Nintendo Switch. So any player can have a chance to play this game. I am playing on Steam, but I feel like this will run perfectly on the Nintendo Switch as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a cozy day and God bless.